IQ tests in America had been around only since 1910. So in that 7 or 8 year period, they had been quite successful. They were already used in courts of law. Doctors were already using them. They were used in, I would say, hundreds of schools and school districts by 1917, the beginning of the war. They weren't yet used by the military. So the psychologists knew, here's our chance to pitch them and use our IQ tests. And they did. The Army didn't really like them much, and they took it reluctantly. But one of the reasons they hesitated and forced psychologists to think about it was, you're going to test all of these recruits one-on-one as they come in through the tent flap, all the new recruits, which is how IQ tests were done. They still are part of the time.
I'm
the psychologist, you're the examiner.
This is the way it's got to be done.
Yeah, it's way too inefficient.
Yeah.
And so that's why IQ tests are eventually about institutional efficiency, is because the psychologists start to figure out that we need a way of testing groups of people and doing it quickly and efficiently. And there was a guy named Frederick Kelly who happened to be the dean of the University of Kansas Education Department. And he came up with this novel testing technology method called the multiple choice question. And that was in about 1915, 1916.
Multiple choice question.
Sorry, multiple choice question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the psychologists had learned about it just before 1917. And so one of them, this guy, Lewis Terman from Stanford, when he showed up to the meetings in New Jersey in 1917, said, voila, this is the way we're going to test large groups of people. We're not going to do it one-on-one. And there was, again, debate about it. Didn't seem very scientific to them. It was, it wasn't going to work. Anyway, they had to adopt it, otherwise they wouldn't be part of the war effort. They adopted it, and it worked in the sense that psychologists gained entree, and it worked in the sense that after the war, boy, they could tout what they had putatively done to help the war effort, although it's proven that they didn't help the war effort at all. Yeah. But they helped themselves tremendously in their PR effort.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.